What's going on, everybody? It is the one and only Q here from Retro Q Gaming, and today, unfortunately, I have to kind of clown on some fanboys a little bit, as I've been known to do. But this one, strangely enough, it's going to get weird, trust me. But this one, despite me praising a move and a new statement and all in an interview by Xbox boss Phil Spencer, so despite me praising his moves, and we'll get to the details in a minute. But despite me doing all that, they are so touchy and so sensitive that well, I guess when you've been losing for 7 years straight, I mean, you get a little bit defensive. But anyway, what am I talking about here? Well, Phil Spencer had a new interview with the BBC. Of course, it was mainly focused about the Xbox Series L. But he went on to reiterate that Xbox is currently more than their console, if you will, more than their new console, I should say. And he went on to say that their business strategy and how they deliver games and whatnot is centered around the player and not specifically the device. Now, remember, this was specifically an interview about the Xbox Series L when it launches later this year. But the big thing I want to reiterate is his message. Now, we have a couple of quotes here that we're going to go over first, and then we'll get into the whole deal anyway. So, we've got an Xbox All Access subscription program that allows people to buy their next console by paying a monthly charge. And if now is not the time for you to buy a new console, you're going to stay with the console you have. We're going to keep supporting that console. And through technologies like smart delivery, you can buy your games and know that when you buy your next console, your games will move with you to allow consumers to make the choice that's right for them. We want to make sure we're providing the right value to customers. Price is going to be important, but our strategy is centered around the player, not the device. If this is not the year when a family wants to make the decision to buy a new Xbox, that's okay. Our strategy does not revolve around how many Xboxes I sell this year. So you see my point here. You see the overall message here that now, I'm not going to get into if it's corporate fluffing or if it's lies or bullshit or whatever, but at the end of the day, Phil Spencer, in what he is purveying with this message, and at the same time, which kind of does fit their actual marketing and actual business practices at the time, is that it's not currently all focused around the Xbox Series L, which is a problem to an extent, but I'm not going to get into that. It's a whole other video. Because let's face it, Microsoft have said that all their games are coming to PC. All their games are coming to Xbox Series L, and all of their games for the first couple of years of the next generation are also coming to Xbox One. So what he is saying is true, and technically there's Project xCloud as well, but we're not even going to talk about that. But in theory, it's the same deal. It's the same deal. A different device, multiple devices are available across multiple devices, I should say, and it's still available. I'm not going to talk about the quality, ramifications, game streaming, yada, yada, yada. The point is, it's there, it's available. So the message is relative to this. Now, of course, because this involves Xbox putting their games on PC day and date, day one, with the likes of Halo Infinite coming to Steam and Halo Infinite coming to the Windows 10 store and pretty much Gears 6 and anything you can think of that's upcoming, that's Microsoft, is coming day and date to this platform. This platform, I mean PC, as well as the consoles and whatnot too. Now, I praised this move. What I said was I'm glad that Phil Spencer is adopting this approach. However, I do not think it is a great approach in the sense that the upcoming console does not have an exclusive to sell it with as a marketing tool, if you will. But it allows me personally, I'm not looking at it from a business sense. I'm looking at it from what it gives me. And me personally, this allows me to play the best version of their games, completely unfettered, completely unleashed, unchained, not held back by console limitations and console hardware. Now, basically, the gist of what I said here was that I agree, I am happy that Phil and Xbox have taken this approach because it allows me to play these games in the best possible form on PC. Naturally, of course, Xbox fanboys, being the touchy subjects that they all automatically went and just jumped and piled and got completely butthurt and are wearing their hearts on their sleeves. And I'm sure because they're Xbox fanboys, their hearts pump green. But anyway, I just don't get it. Basically, the idea they have is that because I am playing, or well, let me reword it. Even though I am playing Microsoft games, first party Microsoft games, even though I am giving them my money, even if it is a smaller cut because naturally I'm buying them on Steam because no one should buy them on the Windows 10 store. But even though I am giving them my money, even though I am supporting them by buying their games that I enjoy, the ones I enjoy at least, and that I'm playing them and put the time in and whatnot too. Sure, I'm not paying for Xbox Live because I'm a PC user, and I'm not buying microtransactions or any of that crap, but I'm buying their games. It's not like I'm pirating their games. I'm actually legitimately buying their games. I'm still supporting the company, and I'm still supporting Phil's choice in this way because it benefits me. And yet, despite that, because I am not playing on the Xbox Series L, they automatically jump and assume that he is anti Xbox Series L, and it is automatic assault. Now I realize the almost irony that I am saying that I'm against it. I'm still calling it the Xbox Series L, but well, concessions have to be made, and not by me. But the idea, it's just so funny, and of course they continue to move the goalposts each and every time, over and over and over. I say, as everyone knows, I am a gamer first. I am a PC gamer as my primary platform. I have Xbox consoles, I have Nintendo consoles, I have PlayStation consoles. I will be buying the upcoming Microsoft and Sony consoles as well, but I will prefer and choose to play on a more powerful, better and enjoyable experience, which is the PC. But despite me still supporting this company by buying useless hardware and supporting this company by buying and playing their games, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. But naturally, you can only go for a couple of comments before they start reeing like a Rick and Morty fan, and eventually you just have to nope the fuck out. The end of 2020 really can't come fast enough, because the sooner these consoles launch and the sooner everyone shuts the fuck up about them, the happier we will all be. But hey, like I said, when you've been losing and taking L's for 7 years, well, you get a little bit raw and sensitive.